Hello, everyone. My name is Erland, and with me we have our co-host Henry.
Yes. I would normally say I'm glad to be here, but this is probably a more special episode to record in a way.
Because on September 18th, 2025, Billy from the Game Chasers passed away because of a brain tumor. Now, normally Retropol, the podcast that talks about retro video games, game series, and anything related, we usually do episodes in Norwegian, but for this little tribute to Billy Hudson from the Game Chasers, we decided that it's best if we do this in English. Would you like to start, Henry?
Well, I can do my best. So, Billy was one of two people from the Game Chasers, which is a YouTube channel where Shady J and Billy went for the lookout for rare video games and other cool things that he could find at game stores, flea markets, or other places. And they had a very cool style of editing. It had a free flow, they had good jokes, good commentary, and it just was feel-good entertainment to just watch them hunt for old video games and other cool retro toys, movies, and whatnot.
There was a sense of passion in what they talked about, the adventures they were on, especially Billy. If you watch the Game Chasers, you can see that there was a passion in Billy. And people may be wondering, okay, but did you guys have anything to do with Billy and the Game Chasers? Well, we have mentioned in a previous episode of ours, we mentioned that the Game Chasers has had a big impact on Retropol. But not only that, the Game Chasers has had a huge impact on my life. Because at first, me and my brother, we collected a couple games, but it was sort of a slow interest that happened because of other YouTubers. But I'd say with Billy and Jay, especially Billy, game collecting just it just from that point on, ever since watching the Game Chasers, ever since episode 5, at least for me and my brother, we just went from lovers of retro games to full-on collectors. Not only that, but 1 year at the Retro Game Convention in Sandefjord, I actually got the honor of not only meeting Jay and Melvor from the Game Chasers, but Billy as well. He was, man, how would you describe it, Henry?
He was just as he was in the show, just a polite, humble guy. And I remember having a lot of fun being around him. I think we probably spent just as much time hanging around with the three of them than we did actually looking for video games, because they were just so fun to listen to. They had so many things to talk about, they had so many conversations, and they were just so open and happy to talk about film production, looking for video games, being interested in what we had of video games, and me just rambling about video game collecting in Europe and how PAL games are different and how we didn't get that many games compared to US and Japan. So every release was more special.
We even got to take pictures with them, and they were just easy to talk to, just like you said, Henry. It was just ask them about anything. It was like having a conversation with good friends.
So we were happy that they were participating the Sandefjord convention 2 years. I think they were 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah, but Billy was only on one of them because I think he was busy with something else, but that's not the point. The point is meeting them in person. They were just like they were in the show, except a bit nicer. It was just so I wasn't. Here's an interesting fact. Billy is a tall man. I'm 1 meter and 76 centimeters tall. He was like well above 180. Like I felt small compared to him. But he was a gentle giant. He was he was such a lovable guy.
Yeah. And it kind of feels weird that he is gone because he's a relatively young age, not even 50. And the fact that he had so many people that looked up to him, friends, family, he had such a passion to keep on creating things. So just a big loss.
I even took the time to watch a couple of videos from other creators, Happy Console Gamer, Gamestrade 1, beat 'em ups, especially the beat 'em up video. That was just sad to watch. I can't really describe it in words. Hearing them talk about Billy, how they personally knew him and stories about him and just in general. And yeah. The thing about Billy and the Game Chasers in general is that I would say Billy lives on because whenever I go out game hunting, whether it be at a flea market, a thrift store, or some game convention like the one in Sandefjord, and whenever I'm done game hunting, I look at the finds and see what I've got throughout the day. Even if I didn't get anything, I always quote Billy from the Game Chasers. That's just the way game chasing go.
And let's hope that if there is a spiritual afterlife, that he's catching people slipping all the time.
And as a way to pay tribute to Billy Hudson, me and Floof will officially add in 11 more videos to the YouTube Gaming Videos playlist. There will be 11 episodes from the Game Chasers, ones that, at least a couple here that I really love, like when they went to MagFest, the PAX Prime, and I have to give a shout out to you, Floof, for adding in the Norwegian episode that they did.
You can actually find us in the background if you know where to look. But shameless plugs aside, it is we are making it for a tribute. And this video, like any of our other videos, won't be monetized. But if there is a link to any GoFundMe page, we will make sure to link it in the description.
Honestly, if there's any way to support their family and friends, just especially Billy's wife and son, just let us know. We will add it to the description. And all I can say is, Billy, just thank you for everything and may you rest in peace.